Hello everyone, it's Carrie. Today we're going to make some fun cards using this Lil Inker Designs die cut. This is a cute die cut with bunnies and all kinds of accessories you can use. And this paper pad from Doodlebug Designs, it's their Easter pad that I actually got last year. So I am going to go ahead and start and cut apart this little bunny die cut. And you can see there are various parts. There's the inside of the ears there in the middle, the little cheeks, and some eyelashes or whiskers, lots of things and lots of ideas you can do with this. So here I've already die cut out the bunny shapes, and I just used some white cardstock, 65 pound. So I'm going to reinforce it with this chipboard here. So that'll be for one bunny. And then for the other bunny, I went ahead and die cut, I think, about 6 of these white paper cardstock. I'm using my favorite liquid adhesive right now, which is the Nuvo Deluxe liquid adhesive. And that just keeps these together nicely. So as I go, I will just add the liquid adhesive and then line it up, making sure that they are lined up, along the ears and the sides. We're going to get a nice dimensional bunny on this one. So I'll continue to just glue those together. You can see all the other pieces that I cut up there. I cut some from some rose gold mirror paper from Nuvo and also from some hot pink paper. You can also see an Easter die cut up there that I've already colored in some Easter colors. So we're going to finish putting this bunny together here. I like to put some acrylic blocks over the top as they dry. That just makes sure that they stay together as they're drying. Now I'll just start attaching the pieces. This is a really simple card to come together. We're actually going to make 2 cards, but they are so simple to come together that I felt like I could make them both in one sitting, which is really nice. And these are so cute. So for this one, I'm going to do the little cheeks in that hot pink color to match. And then there's the little bunny nose, and look at these cute eyes. Doesn't he look like a happy bunny? Now this is a piece of paper that I had for an earlier project that I already die cut the oval out of, and it's a beautiful lavender stripe. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And here I am just cutting off the nose because I wanted his nose to also be pink. So I'm going to pop that up with some 3M foam tape, and I've already adhered the rest of that with the liquid adhesive. It's pretty easy to do. If you have tweezers or a pickup stick or something like that, it does make it a little easier. Now I'm going to use one of these blending brushes to add some of this distress ink to the background, and this is one of my favorite turquoise colors. It is the Mermaid Lagoon, or is it Peacock Feathers? Could be Peacock Feathers. But I'm just attaching that, and you can see that I'm being a little bit messy with this because you're not going to see that lower portion as we cover it up with the rest of the card. So usually I will use a piece of paper to the side, but since the bottom portion isn't going to show, I just real quick inked that for the background. And that looks just so cute. So we can start attaching the rest of it with some liquid adhesive. And before that dries, I want to add the little bunny right inside the frame. So I'm just going to add a little to the bottom of that bunny there. And look how cute he is peeking out from the side. For the back of his ears, I decided to pop that up with a little foam tape. So to give him a little more dimension, like he's just popping right out of that card at you. Really cute. So we are not done with this card yet because I had a few other ideas, and of course I always have to add a little bit of glitter. I had a couple of pink glitter stickles up there, but I ended up just using my very favorite glitter, which is the clear here, the Stardust stickles on his nose. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the Wink of Stella on his ears to add a little glitter. Now this Wink of Stella is almost out of the liquid, so I did squeeze some on a little paper there, and I picked it up to brush it on. Don't throw away your Wink of Stella until it's gone. In fact, I have seen some crafters Just add a little water when it gets a little dry, and you still get some beautiful glitter glimmer. So while that one's drying, I'm going to go ahead and put together the other bunny. This is the beautiful rose mirror paper from Nuvo. It's probably hard to tell in the video. I will hold it up a little later so you can see that shine. So pretty. So I'm going to match the little cheeks, and then I realized that these are going to be cute little whiskers. So I attached the whiskers to the little nose here. And also, wouldn't those be cute as eyelashes? I think I need to make a bunny with those as eyelashes. So that'll be next. That'll be my next project. So I'm going to attach the little cheeks and add the nose and the whiskers. And here is where I started thinking I wanted to do something a little different. And you'll see in just a minute. I started attaching those eyes the same way that I attached the first eyes. And then I decided, no, I kind of want a more dimensional eye. So look, you'll see in just a minute here. I attached those eyes. It wasn't working for me so well with the whiskers that I had them probably up a little too far. It wasn't working for me. I thought this bunny looked a little bit strange, so I just peeled those eyes right off. Sorry, bunny. But it's okay because we're going to replace them with something even better. Now, to get rid of some of that paper and adhesive, I'm using this sand eraser. Can't live without this sand eraser. And then I had some white Nuvo drops that I already had put down on some, you can see here I have a bunch made. And I'm just going to add some Ranger Black enamel accents. There you go. And I'm just going to add those for the little eyeballs. They make the cutest eyes. I just love it. So I'm going to set that aside to dry for a little bit before we attach them. But here is some of that cute paper I'm using for the background that's from the Doodlebug set that I showed you earlier, the collection. And here's the Easter that I die cut from a Hoppy Doodle Easter die. I'm just going to set that aside. And I think I cut a number of these, 5 or 6, so that I could make this also very dimensional. I wanted it to hold its own. So I'm going to attach all those together, and then I'm just going to add the top layer. And there you have a really nice Easter die cut. Very dimensional. Perfect. And then the Hoppy I'm also using from a Hoppy Doodle set. This is their bunny set. So cute. But I just wanted to use the word along with this die from Lawn Fawn so that I could have it on a nice banner. And I did treat that with a powder tool before I am stamping it with the Versamark. And I'll heat emboss it with white embossing powder. So this is going to give a nice Hoppy Easter flag sentiment to this bunny. And I'm just going to put it up here on his ears, or hers. I don't know, is the Easter bunny a boy or a girl? I've never really thought about that. Well, it can be a he or a she, I suppose. So look at how cute these eyes are. I like it so much better for this little guy than the other ones, even though the other ones make him look really happy. But I think this one just matches his personality a little bit better. What do you think? So I'll attach that also using the liquid adhesive, straighten it up with my craft pick. I use this all the time. I always keep that close by. And then we'll just attach the flag using some in the middle, because the bunny was so high with dimension, because I layered 6 of those. I used some 3M foam tape in the middle just to give it some support. And then I'll do the same thing with this Easter die cut. A little bit of craft foam tape in the middle. And I think these little Easter bunny cards are coming together so quickly. And sometimes you just need a quick card, don't you? I mean, there are a lot of elements on this card, but it's pretty simple to put together. So now I'm going to just go ahead and adhere the bottom of this bunny to the paper, and then we'll attach the entire die cut paper to the card base. And this is a top folding card base, which I found I really like. I use probably top folding cards the most because I find it's just so much easier to take pictures of them, especially when you want to stand them up. So there is our Hoppy Easter, and I decided to add some glossy accents to that Easter die cut. I think it just adds just that much more pop. And then for this guy, I decided to add a little high die cut, and I'm going to teach you my favorite trick here. I added the H, but then to make sure that the I was placed correctly, I put some glue on the back, and then I lined it up, keeping it in the die cut, and I lined it up with the H, and there you get perfect placement every time. So now I'll add a little glossy accents to finish this one off too. I added it to the high, and then I decided that those ears that I added some glitter to, remember I added the Wink of Stella earlier? I decided those ears needed some glossy accents too. And it turned out so cute. In real life, this card is so glittery and glossy and really fun. And I'm just using my little craft pick to get some of those air bubbles out. If you get some air bubbles, just so easy to take care of that with your craft pick. So I'll just finish up this ear as well. And there is our card. So cute. Both of them were just so simple to put together, but just look how cute. There you go. You can see a little bit of that shine, the gloss, and there's that mirror cardstock. Really, really pretty. I hope you enjoyed this project today, making 2 of these darling cards with Lil Inker Designs and Doodlebug and a little Heffy Doodle and a lawn fawn. Wow, I really pulled it all together for these cards, but I really love to do that, and everything works so well together, I think. If you're interested, here's a couple more videos that you might enjoy, and I hope I see you next time. Please come back. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much. Have a really great weekend. Bye-bye.